All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. All right, we want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessing, Shalom, to the Most High's elect men across the four corners of the earth who will hasten the kingdom of heaven to be established and the downfall of this place, man. Okay, the ones who the Most High have blessed with the knowledge, wisdom, understanding through Yahweh Shai. Okay, and it's a brother Yagadat Lamar from GMS Houston, and with me I had a brother
Yadakai from GMS Dallas.
And we just had a quick lesson we wanted to go into, man. We're sitting back and just kind of speaking on some things concerning the state that we're in right now, concerning the full understanding of prophecy, man. Okay, all right, and we want to go into a couple scriptures, basically when Peter had stated, man, that we have a more sure word of prophecy, and the fact that he stated this more than 2,000 years ago. Okay, so how much more sure is the word of prophecy now that we're actually living in the times that that was all the prophets and men were waiting on, man. Okay, so Lord willing, there be edification in this video. We'll get straight into it.
I'll just start off here. 2 Peter 1:17. It says, "For he received from the Most High the Father honor and glory, when there came such a voice to him from the excellent glory, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." It says, "And this voice which came from heaven we heard when we were with him in the holy mount."
You got to think, this is Peter speaking, man. All right, so this is first off re-referencing, let us know this is talking about who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ, man. All right, the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, and he was the one who was set to do what? To, man, open this understanding up for the men of the elect, man. The first fruits of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? You want to say something as well, brother?
I'm going to just continue on and then I'll add some points. I'm going to go to verse 19. It says, "We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts." So through Yahweh Shai, we have a more sure word of prophecy. You know, the seals was opened up through him. It tells you in Revelation 19:10 that the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. So really through the prophecies, we have a clear vision of the true testimony and what the Lord himself embodied, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what Peter was basically breaking down. He says, "Whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth into a dark place." And Yahweh Shai is that light that shineth in the land of gross darkness. But also his men, we were also enlightened as well, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, "You are the light of the world."
Can you pull up Ephesians 5? And around, let's start at the 14th verse.
5 and 14.
Wake thou that sleepest.
Oh yeah, yep. This is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 14. It says, "Wherefore he said, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light."
Yeah, just backing up the point the brother made on Yahweh Shai being that light, man. He the one that gave us this knowledge, wisdom, understanding that broke us up from this dead state, man, that spiritual death that we was in, man. Okay, and like we made the point, man, where Peter is making a point of what Yahweh Shai was set to do, man.
Right, because Peter, in all manner of humility, he understood that Yahweh Shai was the way. Because even though Peter, he was set up to be the rock of the church, but he knew that everything had to run through Yahweh Shai ultimately, man, because he was that light, you know. It says, I'll read it again. Ephesians 5 and 14, "Wherefore he said, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light." Because before we were awakened to this truth, before we were given the testimony of Yahweh Shai, we were in the congregation of the dead. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. But we've been enlightened through this word, man. That's why we're able to see plainly what's going on. We can plainly see all the different demonic plans that Esau Edom is trying to set up. We can plainly see the state of our people and why it's the case. You know, we through that light have all the answers to a lot of the predicaments that's plaguing our people as a nation, man. And some of the prophets that came before us, I'm going to get this real quick. They desired to see some of the things that we see now.
Okay.
Just because we're in the latter days, so that vision is more brighter, because the prophecies are actually coming to pass in their fullness,
God, just like you spoke of before we started recording in Habakkuk 2.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I might have to end up pulling that too, but let me grab this real quick. This is Matthew, the 13th chapter.
And that's why you constantly hear the men of the Lord at this time saying, man, we live in exciting times, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got to think about the prophets that receive visions. A lot of times they feel sick after that, man, because they didn't fully understand what they saw, man. Now we living through these visions, okay? And as they're reading Romans 15:4, man, okay, everything's written aforetime for our comfort and learning. We being comforted now because we understand that this is part of what has to come to pass, okay, concerning prophecy before this place fall.
Right. That's why Peter said we have a more sure word of prophecy. That's why the disciples, they were willing to put it all on the line and risk their lives unto death, man. The disciples, man, which were later apostles, they suffered torturous deaths, man.
Okay.
But they were willing to stand boldly for the testimony of Yahweh Shah because they were given a more sure word of prophecy. Mm-hmm. They knew that the Roman Empire was not going to last, But I'm going to just get this real quick. This is Matthew 13:16. It says, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. So blessed is our eyes. The Lord, he gave us that eye salve, man. Like most of the people within this world, man, they're blind, They don't see anything that's going on. Even though a lot of things is happening, you be like, man, some of the shit is plain, Yeah. But if the Lord didn't give you eyes to see, you ain't going to be able to see.
Yeah, they still caught in Esau's witchcraft, man. They still believing that no matter what, at the end of the day, this man is the only way that we can survive.
Right. That's right. But the true prophets, who were given their eye salve, who have been given the ability to see, we can see, man. We can see our ways are right. Mm-hmm. That's why we're able to speak before. That's what the word prophecy, it means. It means to speak before. Literally, as we speak, the Lord is allowing these different things to manifest in the earth. And that's where the power comes into play. Because people like to marginalize just the power of just the expression of the word going out, man. But this is weighty. This is actually a miracle that we're performing, man.
And that, even amongst Israel, man, because a lot of these other camps, they not seeing the time that we in, man.
Right.
And the vibration that they putting out is showing that they don't fully understand this, and they don't see what level of prophecy, well, I ain't gonna say what level, but the stage we are in concerning the Most High's prophecies, man.
Right.
And he's getting ready to send Yahweh Shai back, man.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Because the prophecies, it all has to line up before the return of Yahweh Shah. Okay. All these prophecies have to come to pass. Yeah. The word of the Lord doesn't return void. But it says, Matthew 13:17, it says, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. So many of the prophets that came before us, they desired to see the same things that we see now. A lot of the prophets, they were getting sick when they was writing down certain visions. John the Revelator, Daniel, they probably didn't understand the things that they was writing down. But now it's been opened up through us, opened up through Yahweh Shah, who imparted us with the vision to see it clear. And matter of fact,
they would ask right after the vision, man, tell me what give me the interpretation to tell me what this vision means, man. Mm-hmm. And then even with the disciples, they asked Yahweh Shai multiple times, okay, is it now at this time when you restore the kingdom of heaven?
All right, because they were looking for it. They knew that certain things had to happen before Yahweh Shai restored the kingdom of heaven. So they was hastening the day.
That's it.
They was basically observing the times. Just like we are today. Like when we see certain things happen, we like, man, we got to be that much more closer to the return of our Lord,
That's why 2 Ezra 9 is so important to constantly, man, meditate on, man. Because we supposed to be staying on our watch and we measuring the times through prophecy.
Right. Because everything's been opened up. We can see exactly what's going on, man. And that's why Yahweh Shah said it ain't going to be no cloak for our people's sins, man. Especially among the circumcision, those who know that they're Israelites, man. You should be on your watch prophesying, man. It says, I'm going to read this. This is Habakkuk. Matter of fact, I'm going to just start at the top. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower. So it starts off by saying, I will stand upon my watch. As a prophet, if you call yourself a prophet, you got to stand upon your watch, man. Measuring the time, like you just quoted 2 Ezra 9.
But you have men saying that we not supposed to be paying attention to the time.
Right. That's all they talk about is the RFID microchip, you know?
Why else? That's all that's coming out is the RFID microchip.
Right. That's a very major prophecy, man. Like once that is pushed in its fullness, man, we know that this thing is over, man. I'm gonna continue on. It says, and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Mm-hmm. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So the vision is for an appointed time. Everything happens in a dispensation of time, you know?
Okay. And you got to think about when Peter was making that statement in 2 Peter chapter 1, man. When they constantly was in all the different letters, man, from Paul and all the different books in the New Testament, they referred to the Old Testament, man. Okay, so they knew the writings of the Old Testament, so they knew what to look for. So when Yahushua hit the scene, they understanding grew to a different level when they walk with Yahushua, man.
Exactly right.
Okay, and now we're in the time that the full understanding is out, man.
Exactly.
Of what we need to know to do the work and keep this ministry going to the Most High, wrap this thing up.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull this real quick. I'm gonna pull just backing up what you just said. This is the last chapter in St. Luke. This is St. Luke 24 and 44.
That's it.
It says, and this is Yahushua talking to his disciples, you know, who were later turned apostles. It says, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you. All things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me.
And then, like we was discussing, Peter was referencing when they was in the Holy Mount. Mm-hmm. All right, well, Yahushua.
Right.
And Yahushua established through the transfiguration that I'm over all
Moses
these men.
And Elijah.
Moses and Elijah.
Right.
Water.
That's right.
Man.
Because all of those things that they wrote about, the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms, it was all concerning him anyway. King David, all of those Psalms that King David was prophesying about, it was all concerning the Lord.
Peter.
Which he was Peter. That's spiritual too.
That's it.
Which we started off in 2 Peter, you know. We have a more sure word of prophecy, man. Verse 45, here's the point. It says, then opened he their understanding that they might understand the scriptures.
Man.
So they got on a higher level at that point, man. Yahushua broke everything down to them. And then, of course, when you go into the Acts, they was doing miracles. Mm-hmm. They got upgraded through the Spirit, man. You know?
Gave them spiritual power, man.
They had actual spiritual power, man.
And that's why us even having this, waking up to this knowledge, wisdom, understand at this point was a form of spiritual power, man.
Absolutely. This was a miracle. This was a miracle, bro. Because we was in the worst state ever. And then to count the fact that you had some guys of Israel who learned the truth, but they fell off and took hiatuses and left brothers for dead, you know? So truly through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it was a miracle for us to get this truth and to walk the way that we're walking, you know, to work out our salvation, man. So it's beautiful the time that we in. The books is open. We know exactly which way to go. So yes, when we say as Great Millstone, we had 100% truth. Yes, as a body of men, we do collectively have the 100% truth all through the prophecies, man. You know, which the scriptures are part of the 100% truth is knowing that we know in part and we prophesy in part. So
keep speaking, brother.
Can you back up a little we'll just end out the lesson because we actually about to go and head to the camp. So Lord willing, this edified the body. We want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.